Hey guys, this is Alex, and I'm with Gamers for Change, a movement created to decrease the amount of hostility within the gaming community. And here I'm with the second installment of the Thought Talk series that I recently kicked off with my first guest. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Josh Johnson. I'm from small town of Concordia, Kansas, and I've been playing Halo since the Halo 2 days, and it's just been kind of a beloved part of my Xbox experience ever since.
Nice to meet you, Josh. And for today, our topic is good things about Reach. So this is just kind of to counteract the first installment of the Thought Talk series, which was uh, like what was it? What would you fix about Reach? Which was just okay, complain about Reach here. So we just wanted to do the opposite of that because Reach gets a lot more hate than it deserves, in my opinion. And I'm just gonna try to challenge everyone to come up with at least one good thing to say about the game because there's no way you can hate literally everything about the game. So I'm just gonna kick it off with one of the things I was most happy about, which was the assault rifle, and I felt that the Halo 3 assault rifle was like way too powerful, especially with the melee. I know that a lot of people will disagree with me on this, but I felt that the AR was just a lot better than it should be in certain situations, mainly close range. So I really thought that Bungie did a good job balancing out the starting weapon in Halo Reach. Is like you can still do something with it, but you can't just overpower more skill-intensive guns when they're used correctly in like close and mid-range combat like you could in Halo 3 a lot of the time.
For sure. And I mean, and going with that would be, the fact that the hit scan's back, and that changes so many things from, the pistol being back, and even with the bloom, the DMR, it just changes the way the bullets register so nicely. And I don't know, I think a lot of people are happy to see the hit scan back.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people said that taking away the hit scan took away from the realism of the game, which led to the infamous BR spread in Halo 3. And I can see where they're coming from, but I also appreciate the hit scan coming back because number one, I like my bullets registering, and number two, I like Halo 2. And moving away from the multiplayer aspect of Reach, one of the main things that I'm really digging about Halo Reach is Firefight. In ODST, Firefight was cool because this was the first time Bungie had attempted something like this, but it was kind of bad because it didn't have any customization. So I just love how in Reach you can customize so many things about Firefight. It just adds so much more replay value, and it just never gets stale for me. In ODST, I played it for a couple weeks and with my friends, and it was really fun, of course, but it just got stale really quickly after we topped the score chart on my friends list. And because you can't like customize starting weapons, or you can customize the waves or anything, which I thought was just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, for sure. It's just infinitely customizable now, and you can add your own skulls to it, and I don't know. I think they did a really good job of making it an experience that can consistently grow and change with whatever you're wanting to do. Another thing that I think is really cool would be the animations for assassination. Not so much that they put it in there, which is a really cool addition that they made it so that you could go into that little animation if you wanted to, but not making it a mandatory thing. For the different situations you're in. If you're facing a lone man, you can go into that assassination, take 2 or 3 seconds, and it's all right. If you're in the middle of a firefight, you probably only want to tap him in the back, get the quick kill, and be scanning with your DMR for the next kill. So I don't know. I thought they did a good job of bringing it in without totally wrecking the quick kill assassinations.
Yeah, because they're preserving the old, but they're adding something new for people who want something new and aren't satisfied with just playing the same old game over and over again. And
Sure.
on the same tangent of these strict improvements to the game because they're merely additions to the game without altering anything old, I really like the armory. Like, even though I don't really care that much for how my Spartan looks or what he does when he dies, I just find it I guess it was really creative on Bungie to give players like an entirely new world to discover outside of just playing the game and trying to win. Because now you get rewarded for playing, and then you can try out all these new like armor permutations, and you can have like firefight voices and armor effects. And I thought this was another great addition that they made to the game. Again, without altering anything old that shouldn't have been altered.
Yeah, I mean, and it gives you incentives to continue playing. You want to get to that next rank, so you can unlock this helmet or make your guy have lightning around him. It really just makes it feel fresh, because as soon as you unlock this thing, there's always that next thing you want to get, which is cool. And kind of something that probably not too many people find totally groundbreaking or earth-shattering, but there have been a lot of new revisions to just the way that linking up with your friends and kind of the social experience of multiplayer has been changed. And I think that it's really, really easy now to just jump in with your friends or to even get queued up and to wait for them to come out of multiplayer. And I thought that was an interesting addition, and that was good on Bungie's part.
Yeah, I also agree that the networking aspect behind the multiplayer was improved, and you also have the improvements to the search settings, which I guess is another strict improvement, but it also gives boosters away. Well, not really. What are the categories again? It's like
chattiness, whether you're a one-on-one guy or you like to play as a team, stuff like that really, affect how you cooperate with other people mostly.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's pretty good. I knew that a lot of the categories in Halo 3, not really Halo 3, or I think you could change it in the Xbox, I'm not really sure, but people would edit the settings so that boosters could have a place to meet up. Like if you changed your language to Japanese, and you were sure to meet up with a bunch of people who are ready to achievement boost.
Yeah.
But another thing that I really like about Reach is, another thing that I find to be a strict improvement is the veto system. And because now you see 3 times as many options than in Halo 3. In Halo 3 you had one game type, and you could either keep it or veto it. And then after that you move to the second game type, which you had to take. But in Halo Reach you have 3 game types, and then you can still veto all of them and then go to the next round. So, and then you see another 3. So now you see 6 instead of 2, which is pretty awesome. And that's good, and I feel that a lot of the people on Reach just pick the crappy game types, but it's still, again, a strict improvement over Halo 3 in my opinion.
For sure. I mean, and now that Bungie's changed up the playlist so that you're not going to get SWAT and Team Slayer or something like that, it's really started to do its job and pick specific maps and game types. And
on a random side note, even though I don't Forge that much, Forge and Reach is just fantastic.
For sure. They're just all the things you can change. You can, make your pieces float without having to build up to them and delete everything underneath them. And, precise angles so that all of your buildings actually look nice. There's some really cool additions that Bungie's done for people that like to build maps.
Yeah, I knew that in Halo 3, in order to get something to just stay suspended in the air, you had to, like, put something on the map, and then you had to put something above it, and then you had to delete the thing below in order to get the thing on top to float, and now in Reach you can just do that automatically with just switching one of the options from the menu. So, yeah, again, they added in a lot of features that experienced map makers really needed. So it looks like we're just about out of time. So in the comment section below, please try to post at least one thing that you like about Reach. And this is Alex and Josh saying peace out, guys.
See ya.